Good morning, everybody. I'm going to call the meeting to order. I'm the vice chair of the CCB, but I'm filling in, running the meeting today. And I'm going to hand it over to the executive director.
Thank you, Vice Chair. I'm going to do a roll call. Dr. Mazarana.
Here.
Member Merritt.
Present.
General Barry. Absent. And we have a vacant seat currently. Vice Chair Durrett.
Here.
We have a quorum, Vice Chair.
Thank you. We will move on to public comment. If you'd like to do public comment in the south, please come up to the mics. Please keep your testimony to 2 minutes. Yeah, thank you. Okay, looks like we don't have public comment in the south. Do we have public comment in the north?
There's no public comment in the north, Vice Chair.
Okay, and I don't think we have a phone option currently, right?
No.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so we will move on to the consent agenda. Are there any matters that either board member would like to pull from the consent agenda?
No.
Okay, and Stephanie, do we need separate motions for A, B, and C? Or can we take it all as one?
I believe it's all as one.
Okay, so do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I move to approve the consent agenda under agenda item number 2. Member Merritt.
Member Mazarana seconds that.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
It's unanimous. Motion passes. Okay. We are going to move on to agenda item 3. Can staff give us an update on this one?
Yes, absolutely. We'll turn it over to Tony Grassi.
Good morning, Vice Chair. Good morning, members of the board. Tony Grassi, Senior Deputy Attorney General. I will present the consideration for extending the hold on cannabis and cannabis products related to Greenway Medical. As an introduction, SB 168 out of the 25 legislation created a procedure where an agent of the board may issue a hold on a cannabis product, but the board, if the CCB is requiring an extension longer than 30 days for that hold, there has to be notice, a hearing, and for good cause shown, an order from the board extending that hold. So in this case, Greenway Medical had products put on hold on November 18th. The Greenway Medical, along with its counsel, and I appeared in front of the administrative law judge on December 9th. At that time, Greenway Medical and the CCB agreed to request from the board a 30-day continuance of the hold. The hold's original expiration date was today, the 18th of December, so a 30-day extension would be through the 17th of January. So the administrative record with the ALJ's recommendation is in the board materials. So we are asking for the board to approve that extension for 30 days upon good cause.
And then would the parties like to address that? By the way, I'm extra nervous because my mom is in the audience, so if there's a break, be sure to say hi to her.
Good morning, Vice Chair Durrett. Amanda Connor with the law firm of Connor & Connor on behalf of Greenway Medical. With me today is Dustin Vina, one of the owners of Greenway Medical. Greenway Medical did reach a stipulation to agree to a 30-day extension of the administrative hold, reserving all rights and remedies, including requesting its own hearing related to the administrative hold, should it choose to do so. As Deputy Attorney General Grassi indicated, the 30 days would go into January. There is a scheduled hearing in front of the administrative law judge, should that be necessary, prior to your next board meeting.
So I read the materials and I am confused. What does this matter on for if it's been stipulated? to agree to the extension?
Because our reading of SB 168 requires a board order irrespective of stipulation. So basically, you guys have to approve the stipulation per the statute.
Okay, okay. Okay, do any board members have questions?
No.
Okay, then I'll open it up for a motion.
Member Mazzarano makes a motion to approve the recommendations of ALJ Myers and extend the current hold order related to Greenway Medical LLC's products for an additional 30 days, which would be up to January 17th, 2026.
Member Merritt, I will second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries.
Thank you.
So we will move on to agenda item 4A, request for transfer of interest, and we'll start with Viriel.
Good morning, Vice Chair, members of the board, Rachel Branner for the record. I'm here to present agenda item 4, which consists of 3 transfer of interest or TOI requests. Item A is a request by Vireo Growth to complete an upper level internal transfer of interest. TOI numbers 2500037 and 2500038 seek approval to move Vireo Health, Inc., an existing subsidiary, higher in the organizational structure so that it would be placed directly under Vireo Growth. This will make Vireo Health a domestic holding company through which the ownership of all remaining Vireo Growth subsidiaries will now flow. Vireo has also requested a waiver of NCCR 5.110 pursuant to NCCR 5.112. No areas of concern were identified which would prevent CCB staff from recommending approval of the requested transfers of interest. I'm available for any questions, and my understanding is that Lori Rogich, Sean Applebaum, and Keith Capro are also available to answer any questions you may have. With that, Vice Chair, I'll turn that back to you.
Good morning, Senator. Is there anything, does Vireo have an affirmative presentation on this?
Yes, just very quick. Thank you. Good morning, Madam Vice Chair and members of the board. My name is Lori Rogish on behalf of Vireo Growth, Inc., Vireo Health, Inc., Deep Roots Harvest, Inc., and Deep Roots Aria ACO, Inc. With me today by Zoom are Keith Caporo, President and Chief Executive Officer of the Deep Roots entities, and Sean Applebaum, General Counsel of Vireo Growth and Vireo Health. We are pleased to introduce Mr. Applebaum to the board as this is his first appearance before you. We are requesting your approval for an internal transfer of the Deep Roots entities to Vireo Health, which is a wholly owned subsidiary of Vireo Growth. I want to emphasize that this is a purely internal corporate restructuring. The Deep Roots entities will remain entirely within the Vireo corporate group, and this transfer will not affect the ultimate ownership as no external parties are involved. The strategic purpose of this transfer is to streamline corporate functions and simplify our legal, accounting, and tax functions or structures, and it is not a substantive change of ownership or control. Operationally, the Deep Roots entities will retain their autonomy over day-to-day operations and decision-making. We believe this is a straightforward internal alignment, and we would like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank Investigator Jesse Mosley for his guidance and help throughout the process. And so we are available to answer any questions, and thank you.
I'll throw one out there. How excited are you guys about the rescheduling news, and what kind of impact would it have on the company?
Well, I'm going to ask Sean to answer that question.
We're cautiously optimistic. You never know what's going to happen, and I think we'll hopefully know a little bit more in the coming hours today. But we're very excited, and we think that we have a very stable company right now, and we think that it'll only be that much better for all of us once we can have some federal guidance.
Thank you. Okay, so I think, is that it? Any other comments or questions?
No, that's
parties?
it. Thank you.
All right, then we can bring it back for a motion.
I'll take it. We'll take turns. I move to approve agenda item 4A, TOI numbers 25 through 37 and 25 through 38 to allow for the corporate restructure of Vireo Growth, Inc., and also approve the waiver of the requirements of NCCR 5.110 for any transfer of less than 5%, subject to the condition that the waiver expires on the next agenda date.
All in, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Member Merritt, for the record, I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The motion carries.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations. Good
Thank
luck
you all
with
very
the meetings
much.
this afternoon.
It's very nice to meet you all. Thank you very much.
Thank
you, everyone.
Hi, Keith. Oh, Keith just signed off, but I should mention, like I always do, Deep Roots, OG company, large contributor to the community, lots of charities. It's nice to see you guys doing so well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Agenda. Agenda item 3B, transfer of interest, Greenleaf Farm Holdings.
Rachel Branner for the record. Item B is a request by Greenleaf Farms Holdings LLC, which seeks approval to transfer 100% of its ownership in production license P105 to ONGFR LLC. Greenleaf Farms is currently under the board-approved receivership of Kevin Singer. If this proposed transaction is approved, the receivership will remain in place as Greenleaf Farms will still be in possession of its cultivation license. While ONGFR is a newly formed entity, the members of this new entity are already successfully involved in the Nevada cannabis market. ONGFR has also requested a waiver of NCCR 5.110 pursuant to NCCR 5.112. While no areas of concern were identified, CCB staff did identify an area of interest associated with Greenleaf Farms, namely its Nevada business registration is currently revoked. I am available for any questions, and my understanding is that John Savage, Kevin Singer, James Hammer, Kira Hurtado Hooker, Sean Kennedy, Amanda Connor, and Rihanna Buck are available to answer any questions you may have as well. With that, Vice Chair, I will turn this item back to you.
Thank you, Rachel. Are there any affirmative presentations?
Amanda Connor with the law firm of Connor & Connor on behalf of ONGFR. No affirmative presentation on our behalf. We would just like to thank Investigator Blasco for all of his work. As Ms. Branner mentioned, these are all already vetted and individuals involved in the cannabis industry, and they're looking forward to getting involved in production.
Good morning, Madam Vice Chair, members of the board. John Savage on behalf of Kevin Singer, the court-appointed receiver over Greenleaf Farms Holdings. Just to briefly address the area of interest that was mentioned, Greenleaf Farms Holdings has been non-operational since the receiver has been appointed. I think it was 2 years ago now, and this was simply administrative oversight that we will get corrected.
I'm sorry. You're referring to the business license?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Correct.
Okay. Are there any questions?
Member Mazarana, has it been renewed now?
Well, this was just brought to our attention this morning. We were not aware it was an oversight. I do apologize, but we will get that corrected this afternoon.
Gotcha. Thank you.
But Greenleaf will be dissolved after this?
We have one more transfer of interest to complete, and that one is still pending. And then we will go back to the court and ask for permission to terminate the receivership.
Okay, because I saw in the materials the organization chart, Rachel. That's because they still have this other license. Okay. Okay. All right. And then I guess, could we hear anything from James? I feel like you're here once a month operating a new business. So just let us know your plans for this one. This is your first production facility?
Yeah, so we've been operating on the production side of the business, just in an MSA format with a brand called Mojo. So really, this is just the next step in our evolution and just doing it on our own. So that's really the game plan. So it's getting a production facility up and running, primarily for the use of, just our own production brand, just getting, fully control over it.
Do you already have the location for it?
Yes, we do.
Is it going to be at your cultivation facility or somewhere new?
We do not have a cultivation facility. So this will be at an independent location. We located a spot in North Las Vegas.
Okay. You don't operate a cultivation?
No, so our partners in the Wallflower One facility had a cultivation, but yeah, that's not something that, myself directly is involved in from that perspective.
All right, well, thank you for the updates. If that's it, any other questions from the board? Okay, and I'll take a motion.
Member Merritt, for the record, I move to approve agenda item number 4B, TOI number 25 to 35, allowing the transfer of entity number P105 to ONG GFR LLC, and also approve a waiver of the requirement of NCCR 5-110 for any transfer of less than 5%, subject to the condition that the waiver expires on the next agenda date.
Member Mazarano seconds that.
All in favor?
Aye.
The motion carries.
Thank you.
Congratulations. See you next month.
Next year.
Next, agenda item 3C.
Rachel Briner for the record. Item C is a request by, excuse me, FISIS 1 LLC, which seeks approval to transfer 100% of its ownership and cultivation license C073 to Sin City Heaven LLC. If the proposed TOI is approved, FISIS will no longer be a member of the Nevada Cannabis Market and will be dissolved. While Sin City Heaven is a newly formed entity, its sole owner, Sergey Vasilev, and I apologize if I mispronounced your name, has cannabis industry experience in Oklahoma's medical marijuana industry. Sin City has also requested a waiver of NCCR 5.110 pursuant to NCCR 5.112. No areas of concern were identified which would prevent CCB staff from recommending approval of the requested transfer of interest. I'm available for any questions, and my understanding is that Kelly Hurst, Rusty Graff, Paul Larson, and Sergey Vasilev are available to answer any questions you may have as well. With that, Vice Chair, I'll turn this item back to you.
Good morning. Would you like to present anything?
Thank you, Vice Chair Durrett and board members. Paul Larson with the law firm Black & Wadhams. With me is Rusty Graff and Sergey Vasilev. My understanding is Kelly Hurst is available, but not with us. Oh, it's right behind me. We don't have an affirmative presentation this morning, but we are available to answer any questions you might have.
Well, I see it was a really clean application, so thank you. Thanks for everything going so smoothly. Since we have extra time, I'll mention I watched your CLE on ethics, Rusty. It was really good. It was scary, and I'm glad I'm not practicing anymore because state bar is pretty aggressive. Do the board members have any questions?
Not at all.
All right, we'll take a motion.
Member Mazarano moves to approve agenda item 4C TOI number 25-14, allowing the transfer of entity number C073 to Sin City Heaven LLC, and also approve a waiver of the requirements of NCCR 5.110 for any transfer of less than 5%, subject to the condition that the waiver expires on the next agenda date.
Member Merritt, for the record, I will second.
All in favor? Aye. The motion carries.
Thank you very much.
It's going to be the shortest meeting ever. We're on to agenda item 5.
Thank you, Chair or Vice Chair. Do you have any comments?
No, I wish. Again, that's my mom in the audience. She's visiting from Washington. Did Amanda? I was going to say, everyone go say hi to her. I know she's met Amanda before. No, that's it.
Excellent. Before I jump into my comments, I'll turn it over to Deputy Director Miles.
Good morning, Deputy Director Miles for the record. This is just a quick update on LCB file number R152-24, regulation 11. Last board meeting, we were requested to meet with industry and come back in 60 days with a discussion. It's going to take a little bit longer than 60 days. We have met with industry. We are making several of the changes. We just have to work with LCB on a few of these, so it's going to take a little bit more time. So in the January board meeting, we're going to be requesting an extension out to April, if possible. But it's not agendized for this one, and it'll be the vote in January.
Thank you. I know, I appreciate all the work that's being done on that.
Appreciate
Thank
it. Thanks.
Excellent. Thank you, Deputy Director. I will keep my comments brief, but I figured I'd say a few things as we wrap. Last week was my 2-year anniversary at the CCB, so times have certainly flown. It's been, I want to chalk up today's meeting as either efficiency or maybe fatigue. It's been a great year, though, an exciting year. Although it was a quick meeting, record time, we also got to see SB 168 in action. So it was a session year, got a lot accomplished at the legislative session, and just today we got to see that in action through SB 168 and the holds and it going to the board for a vote. So, it's been a fantastic year, and I think I've said this before, but the only constant in this industry is change. And so we remain committed to adaptability, to working with industry, to figuring these things out. We have the descheduling report, which I'll review again today because I know we're expecting some news, if not today, very soon. So we will continue to look into that and be ready as it comes. 2 additional quick items. General Berry will actually be serving as the new chair of the CCB. An official formal announcement of that will go out later. So for those still in the room or those watching, that will come either later today or tomorrow. But just as an indication, the next chair will be General Berry. As for the other board member, that will be announced in due time. One last announcement. We're not going to sing, but we want to wish, she's not looking at us, but Kara Cronkite a happy birthday. Kara, thank you for everything, all of your hard work, all the members of your team and their hard work. In general, to our team at the CCB, just an incredible group of folks, and any successes that I've had in this job is certainly attributed to them. So a huge thank you to the staff as always, and happy holidays, and a huge thank you to our board. You guys are incredible, and thank you again for always diving into these issues and reading these, in this case, 175-page board packet. So again, to the board, thank you. Thank you for all your work in the 2 years, but especially this last year. So with that, Vice Chair, thank you all, and I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you. Do we have items for future agenda?
I believe Deputy Director Miles had just mentioned that one, but other than that, I don't believe we have anything.
Oh, congratulations on your 2 years. And happy birthday. Okay, so we'll open it up for public comment. Is there public comment here in the South? Please keep your testimony to 2 minutes. And if you have written testimony, feel free to submit that. Okay, do we have public comment in the North?
There's no public comment in the North.
Okay, then we are ready to adjourn. We don't vote on that or anything, right? Yep, we're adjourned. Thank you.